How much food should you purchase for your upcoming event? It's a simple formula, so stay tuned. Hey guys, Carlos here again at MobileFoodBooth. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Guys, don't forget to like and share the video if you find the content is of value to you. Anyway guys, I had a subscriber send me a message asking me to do a video on how much food should he purchase for the event. And that's a tricky question, because the only way to really know how much food you should bring and purchase for your event is if you have done the event in prior years. That way you can gauge how much traffic comes to the event, how much competition comes to the event, are you in a good spot at the event. So a lot of factors go into how much food you should bring to the event. But there is actually a little formula where you can kind of gauge and get an estimate of how much food you should bring to your event. So I'm going to go through this little example for you, and we're going to use funnel cakes as the example, and we're going to assume that you can make 500 funnel cakes per bag just to keep the numbers simple. So we're going to say we have a 10-hour event, and at full capacity your operation can produce 5 funnel cakes per minute. And at 5 funnel cakes per minute times 60 minutes, that equals 300 funnel cakes per hour. And if you multiply that, 10 hours times 300 funnel cakes, that would equal 3,000 funnel cakes that you can produce at full capacity at a 10-hour event. And if you divide that by 500, that would mean that you would need 6 bags of funnel cake mix. Now you can see in that example, you can kind of get an estimate. You could use any item that you sell, any product that you sell, and just punch these numbers in, and it'll kind of give you a roundabout estimate of how much food you should bring. But that's only if you're going to be operating at full capacity. Now, it's unrealistic that you're always going to be operating at full capacity. Even if you operate it at full capacity for the whole 10 hours, you're going to need to take breaks to do this and that. You're going to have to go get more products, so you're not going to be actually producing funnel cakes for the whole 10 hours straight. So you can kind of gauge what you need to do. And what I'm noticing more and more, a lot of people are really unrealistic about the capacity that they can produce the food products and how much money they can make. Everybody wants to make $10,000, $20,000, but they don't even have enough product to make the $10,000. Or even if they have the product to make $10,000, they don't have the capacity to make the $10,000. Like for instance, it may take you to produce 50 funnel cakes per hour to make $20,000, but your operation is only making 20 funnel cakes per hour. You see what I'm saying? So you have to make sure that your operation is able to produce the volume in order for you to make the money. You see what I'm saying? Now that's how you start to make those big dollars. But you have to take baby steps. At first, your operation's not going to be able to do those high volume numbers because you're not going to have enough help. You're going to have to build your help up. You're going to have to get better equipment. There's no way to produce 300-400 funnel cakes per hour if you have a small funnel cake fryer that only makes 2 funnel cakes at a time. It's not going to happen, Jack. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be realistic on the money that you can make. You know, it's okay to crawl before you walk. At the beginning, you might only be making $1,500 per event, $500, $2,000 per event, because that's the maximum capacity that your operation can produce. As you grow and get larger, and if you want to grow your operation, you add better equipment, you add bigger equipment, you get a funnel cake fryer that can produce 8 funnel cakes at a time. And just because you have a funnel cake fryer that can produce 8 funnel cakes at a time doesn't mean that you have someone that can cook 8 funnel cakes at a time. So you have to have someone that can actually produce on that machine. And that goes for anything. I don't care if it's you cooking French fries, lemonade, you dipping water ice. Like in my water ice business, if I go in the truck and dip, I may make $500 an hour. If I put my daughter in the truck to dip, we maybe only make $300 an hour. Because I dip faster than her. I dip a lot faster than her. I dip 3-4 water ice at a time. She dips 1 water ice at a time. So in that example, you can see how you have to have the capacity to make the money that you want to make. Anyway, guys, I hope this tip helped. Until next time.